Hello, I once again welcome you to the second episode of my talk show, Be an Excellent Special Educator. I am really thrilled with the response I received on the very first day of my talk, and from the deep of my heart, I am very thankful to all for your warm wishes. We all agree that the stories convey powerful morals for our life. In today's talk, I am going to take a story which continues in four stages. I am sure that in our childhood, we all had heard and read the story of race between a rabbit and the tortoise. The tortoise and the rabbit were good friends. One day they decided to have a race, and in the race, the tortoise won because the rabbit went for a short sleep, thinking that the tortoise is slow and take long time to reach the finish line and can never defeat him. The moral of the story is that the slow and steady wins the race. And another moral of the story is that the laziness can be fatal, especially when one is competing to win. In today's world, the story continues further. The rabbit knew that he is quick in running and he has all the characteristics to win. Even then, he got defeated in the race. So he went home and started thinking, doing self analysis as to why he lost the race. On reviewing his performance, he realized that due to his laziness and overconfidence, he was defeated in the race. So he promised himself that he will not repeat his mistake again. He then went to invite the tortoise for another race. Both of them agreed and went for another race. And this time, the rabbit was very quick, ran right from the starting point to the finish point without stopping anywhere, and won the race very easily. The moral of the story is that slow and steady wins the race, and second, that if you analyze your performance, review your mistake, and ensure that you do not repeat the same mistake again, then chances of success and winning will be higher. The story further continues. As the tortoise won the race previously and now lost the race, he goes home and starts self analysis and realizes that he cannot defeat the rabbit any time in the race on land because running on the land is not his core competency. He won the race just by chance. He then did his SWOT analysis, reviewed his strength, his weaknesses, his opportunities and threats available, and made an alternate plan to win the race. Now, this time he set the finish line across the river and invited the rabbit for one more new race. The rabbit accepted the challenge. The race began and the rabbit ran quickly towards finish line. But the moment he reached the corner of the river, he got stuck as the finish line was beyond the river and he could not swim. The tortoise slowly reaches the river, swims into it and reaches the finish line and won the race again. The rabbit this time loses the race. The moral of the story is that do your SWOT analysis regularly, understand your strength, weaknesses, and focus on your core competency and draw an alternate plan to win. The story continues further in its fourth stage. The rabbit and the tortoise both realized that when they are competing with each other, one is always losing the race. Now they plan to have a race which covers both land as well as water and try to finish the race by covering the distance within fastest possible time. As the rabbit's strong point is to run quickly on land, the tortoise sat on its back, and as the tortoise strong point is to swim in water, the rabbit sat on the back of the tortoise. Thus both of them finished the race together in the fastest possible time. The moral of the story at this stage is that When we work together as a team, we can achieve more. So communicate and collaborate instead of compete or having conflict. We, the special educators, are living in the world of competition, and people around us are well informed. Whenever we compete, one wins and another loses. It happens even if the competition is among very good friends. The one who loses always gets hurt. It may also be possible that even after our very hard work, we may not fetch expected results, and we feel down, and sometimes we lose and give up the race, and slowly and steadily we slide into depression, negativity, stress, confusion, affecting our physical and mental health. Sometimes even if we have full capability and potential, we lose the race, and often with just one defeat we start giving up with a number of excuses without knowing why we are losing. But in the competitive world, the first stage of the story tells that though the slow and steady wins the race, regular self analysis, identification of the mistake, and ensuring that not to commit the mistake again opens the way for success. The third stage tells that we have to identify our competency. We all have many capabilities in common, but everyone has also something extra. Some people are good in speaking at the stage, some people are good in writing, some people are good in listening, and some are good in logics. This extra capability is called core competency. And a good SWOT analysis will help you to identify your core competency and will also help you to make an alternate plan based on the core competency to win. If there is a competition between a person having core competency of talking with a person who is having a good core competency of writing, the person who is talking on the stage will always win. We are working for the transformation of people around us, and if we work as a team, like a content writer writing, a speaker presenting, and the listener listening and making logical arrangements, we can maximize the transformation and also help the special educators to meet the unforeseen challenges effectively. Hope you liked today's talk and the topic. Please share your views and subscribe the channel to get the regular updates. I will be very much delighted to answer your queries and to know about any success story or any of your experience or new thing or new topic to be added to this talk. Remember, this talk is exclusively for special educators, teacher trainees and parents. So please share and subscribe and write to me on my email ID atultalkshow@gmail.com.